you get the deal on YouTube. It's called Kane's Arcade. And this little kid was 8 years old, and his dad always had a used car parts thing, and so the kid had to spend the whole summer there with nothing to do. And he went out and started using scissors and cutting out cardboard, and he made first a little backdrop with a little basketball hoop so he could throw. And then one of his friends said, well, you should create an arcade. And he goes, yeah, that's a good idea. So he spends the whole summer, and he works out, you know, it's $1 for one game, and if you want a fun pass, which is 500 games, it's $6. And of course, he's sitting there in East Los Angeles in the middle of nowhere, but this really, and nobody comes until, you know, he's sitting there for a month. This guy comes by and stops and thinks it's kind of cool. He buys a fun pass, you know, and he turns out to be a documentary filmmaker. And he makes this incredible film, talks about Kane. And the thing that Kane told me today, the reason I bring it up, so now he's an international superstar. I mean, it's just, now 2 years later, he's traveled the globe. And in school, he was ready to be left behind. He was below average, no one gave him the time, because his creative genius of like making stuff and creating, you know, constructing stuff out of cardboard, no one gave him a chance. And I can't tell you how many kids I've met who that music was that doorway. Once they got into music, all of a sudden, and just like Kane suddenly became a better student when his special skills were recognized, right? When his genius kind of rose out, all of a sudden he did better in writing. All of a sudden he did better in all his schoolwork, just because he was now, people saw him as talented, and everyone's expectations of what he could do kind of rose up. That's what music does. So, you guys, whatever check you wrote, you should probably write a bigger one.
You can say that again.
A couple checks. Anyway, thank you all for your support. Thank you for being here, and thank you for supporting Youth on Record and music in Colorado.